So welcome back to Messy Garage. I'm going to make this video. This has been a video that's actually been asked for by some of the viewers of another video I did in which I put my bike rack on my F30 here. So the question that I've been asked is, this is how the rack comes now. So it comes kind of with this orientation, and what you can do is put the bike on from this side, put the wheels in, go here under the clamp, and everything's fine. Works great out of the box. Problem you have is when you're on the driver's side of the car, try to do the same thing, and these jaws are actually facing that way, as are where you put the tires. Sorry for that squeak, that was horrible. So what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to take this rack apart real quick, because when I was putting it together I didn't go through in detail how to change the orientation of this driver's side bike rail. So that's what I'm going to do in this. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take this rack apart, and then I'll just have the rails here that I'm going to be messing with. Okay, so let me get it apart. I'll be right back. So we're going to start off with two identical bike racks that go on the rails. I've taken the rails off. This is the passenger side. The jaws are open towards the edge of the car. This is also the same. They're the same part number. So this one too will open up towards the passenger side of the car. Obviously that's not optimal, because you want to be able to access it from the driver's side. So what I've done is I've reversed it all back to original. So we're going to start off with the easy part. So the first part we're going to do is move these two plastic pieces around, because we want to be able to get the tire in on the low side, supported by the back side, and then strap it down. So it's easy. You just remove these end caps. They just pull right out. Pull that, and you just flip it around. It's going to could make a squeaky sound when you put it back on, but that's all it. Make sure when you're doing this that you have, so when you're doing this part, you want to make sure that the metal clips are holding onto the rail. You see how this one here on this side is? This one's not. So it will actually fall off. So what you want to do, I'm trying to do this while holding the camera, so apologize if it's a little shaky cam. You get it started. So you see how they're both on that rail. Hopefully you guys can get that in the video. So once they're on there, slide the rest of the way on, and they will be held in place and not come off. Then put your end cap back in. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Pulling the end cap off. Flip it upside down. Pull that off. Turn it around. Again, making sure that you hit those little aluminum pieces in the channels. Slide it on. Replace your end cap. Should be a good view of the part number. So both of these bike racks are the same part number. We're just flipping the driver's side one around. So I didn't worry about the back piece that actually clips onto the rails. I left it in the same orientation as you see that other one. The one thing that is probably one of the most important pieces is making sure these jaws are actually turned around facing towards the driver, so you can actually slide the bike on over the tire holders, strap it down, and then have this hold onto the frame. So that's what we're going to do next. That's a little bit more involved, but actually that's pretty easy too. So what you're going to need is a 5mm Allen, and you are looking at the bolts right here, and we're going to take those out, and I'll remove that piece. Okay, so with these two nuts removed, and again they're 5mm, took those out. Here's what you're attaching to, and they are just little anchor bolts within the railing here. So this is how we took it apart. There's two holes right here and here, and you simply just change the orientation of the whole thing. So you flip it around, and those two holes are also on the other side. I didn't bother changing the whole mechanism because it's not exactly the same. There's a little bit differences in this plastic base. So I just took the whole thing, moved it around, and used the other two holes, which I'm pretty sure is by design because there's no other reason to have other holes there. So you just want to guide those anchor bolts through those holes and then replace your two 5mm nuts. So let me do that. Alright, so this whole thing is fairly self-explanatory, but what might be throwing some people off is as you look at the rails, the anchor bolts for what's going to be now your driver's side, those are on the back side of this big clamp, front clamp chunk. I'm not sure what else to call it, so that's what I'm going to call it right now. So your anchor bolts are here on the driver's side towards the back, and they're going to be towards the front on the passenger side. So what that's going to do is it's going to stagger your bike racks a little bit. So what that's going to mean, if you look at the car, the rail is going to be here, and you may have the bump right about here on that one, and it's going to be set back a little bit on the other one. It's going to stagger the bikes on the car, which actually is not a bad idea. Alright, so now as you can see, just by using a 5mm Allen bolt, we've got the one that came stock right here, passenger side. This is going to be the driver's side. We've got the jaw coming out this way. We've got the tire supports kind of orientated now that you can easily slide the tire on and get to the latch. That's all it takes. It's actually pretty easy. I apologize for not doing this sooner. I had 2 requests now for this exact content, so now here it is. Sorry it took so long. So please like and subscribe, and I will try to get more content. I'll try to be better about answering comments and emails and questions, and hopefully this helps you guys out. Thanks.